Welcome to Dear Stranger, where distant stories find their way to the closest corners of your heart. Sometimes, it's not the big fights you remember. Not the anniversaries. Not the trips. Not even the goodbye. Sometimes, it's the way someone laughed. The way the light hit their face in a quiet room. Or the way a few bubbles floated up, and for a second, nothing else mattered. It was years ago. We were still dating, still figuring life out, renting a small apartment with barely enough space for two. One night, I was doing the dishes. She was curled up on the couch, watching something silly on TV. And for no particular reason, I squeezed the dish soap bottle just a bit too hard. A small burst of bubbles escaped, floated up slowly into the air, catching the light as they drifted around me. I didn't even notice. But she did. She looked over, saw me standing there with suds all around, and she laughed. A real laugh, the kind that starts soft, then tumbles out before either of you can stop smiling. I remember looking back at her in that moment, bubbles floating between us like some quiet kind of magic. No music. No deep conversation. Just that laugh, and the way it filled the room. We eventually got married. We built a life, the way people try to do. And then, at some point, we didn't anymore. We divorced. No big drama, no tragedy. Just distance. And quiet. But the funny thing is, out of all the memories we made, the road trips, the holidays, the shared playlists, the good times and the rough, the one that stayed with me is the sound of her laugh in that kitchen. And the way those bubbles drifted between us. To this day, whenever I do the dishes, I still squeeze the bottle. Just a little. Not too hard. Just enough to see if the bubbles will come out. Just enough to remember. It's silly. I know. But some memories, they don't shout. They whisper. They linger in soap suds and quiet corners. And sometimes, they're the ones that stay the longest. This wasn't a love story with a happy ending. But it was a real one. And sometimes, all it takes to bring it back is a bottle of soap and a laugh you'll never hear again. This is Dear Stranger, where the smallest moments still matter. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to Dear Stranger, where distant stories find their way to the closest corners of your heart.